Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars Variety Hour, where I'm playing your decks because you're the real Brawl Star. I have 5 decks here, which range from +1/+1 counters to infinite combos, and maybe even storming off from exile. So let's take some decks into the queue and start doing some fun gaming. The Salad one has submitted Prosper, Tome-Bound, with cards that are good in Prosper. Things that put things in exile, play from exile, and are, castable again. Maybe even a little bit of treasure synergy, like the crime novelist. Prosper is going to be putting cards in exile for us, and then rewarding us whenever we cast from exile, which is great, especially if you want to do crime, because most crime cards cast from exile. I'll take Prosper into the queue and start making a treasure. Firelord Zuko is also all about casting from exile. I think this is a keepable hand. I have ramp, I have a way to put things in exile, do some selection, way to cast from exile. I'll keep this, and Lelia will also be very, very happy about all these cards. Hi, Zuko here. Zuko just gets huge when things get cast from exile or enter from exile, so like blinking works too. I'm gonna go for the Cold Steel over Party Thrasher here. I will name black, just so I get my second color. Party Thrasher! Look at that! Oh, but they have a fancy Party Thrasher. Let's see if I hit a land. I did. Lucky Lelia. What a good gal. What a good gal she is. It's super chilly outside right now. Oof. I should put on the space heater. Enter the future with space heat. Aw, telling Lelia to get lost. That's fair. She's really good. She's really good, especially in a Prosper deck. All right, my go. Mm-hmm. Who can play that game? Well, I'm fixing things over here. There we go. Yeah. It's 60 in this room right now. Even though normally this is like one of the warmest rooms. It's like it's on the it's like exposed with lots of window, so it gets chilly, but the computers and all the lights usually warm it up. All right, here's Zuko getting big. They could convoke a stomp if they wanted to, if they want to get another trigger. Yeah. Nice. Party Thrasher in the house tonight. I'm gonna discard the land, and I'm gonna totally get another land. The Dark Ritual's unfortunately not what I want. But I'll take it, because I can still cast it this turn with Prosper out, because I can convoke it. Thanks, Party Thrasher. You're great. Love you. Boop. Yeah, and I also got this Anim Pakal here that I can cast for any color. Thank you, Laughing Jasper Flint, for that one. Tap, do the thing. This will also be pinging them. To find some prisoners. I'm going to start by attacking. And yeah, I'll just tap. Get the ping, do the thing. What do I get? Vista, Durest, and even Interrupter. Oh, I have not played a land yet this turn. I use this to get some more black. If I'm playing mono red Brawl, what's the first commander that comes to mind? Clive, because I play a ton of Clive. And how many outlaws do I got? I got 1, 2, 3 outlaws. Nice. Thanks, Laughing Jasper Flint. I love you, man. This is one of my favorite commanders. I have a Laughing Jasper Flint deck. It's also a Deadpool deck, but like, it's the better commander for it. They still have 2 cards in exile. And one of them can put a card of mine in exile and then get cast from exile. Okay, Fury killing Jasper? Or maybe Enam Pakal? I don't think you kill Prosper. Thrasher? Okay, that's legit. They could still convoke, like, tap. They'd have to tap a white source for it. You gifted a friend a Jasper deck for their birthday? Nice. Good choice, good choice. Teach them how to play their opponent's decks. And they can guarantee this flips by either attacking with both or giving protection and swinging. Thank you for putting a card in exile, so it gets me another treasure. This flippies, and now they'll all get more counters. I do think it's funny that this is kind of a mirror match. All right, yes, give. Okay, another unstable amulet. That'll give me pings? That's actually huge. Plunderer. No, I don't have enough of my own stuff dying. Okay, so unstable amulet to start. I think I can win this turn. Ooh, up. Getting unstable. Ooh, Throes of Chaos. Chaos? Yeah, stealing their amulet, because this is kind of a mirror match, is huge. Yes! Oh my god, we just keep chaining. We heist. That's getting me double pings, and I have the bolt. I have the attack. How could I not? How could I not? Aw, yeah! Climbing my way to victory. GG, Zuko. Thanks for the fuel. Uniclonus has sent me Zimone, Paradox Sculptor. She's going to be doubling up counters on things and playing with some other things that double up counters, like doubling season. This is a deck that is going to be putting lots of counters on things for, you know, instant wins of the game, like Millennium Calendar, or just tons of damage with +1/+1 counters. This is only able to double the counters on creatures and artifacts, but there's a lot of very good artifacts and creatures to double counters on, and also lots of really good things to put counters on. So let's use Zimone to get big. Clubs, the Fool. Not fooling me. I know what you're doing. Ooh, Luxior. That lets me double the counters on Planeswalkers. This is the jank hand, but I gotta keep it. If I end up with some good elves to untap, that would be extra nice. Or just re-tapping Zimone. I would love that. What am I putting down first? I did end up with a an elf, but I'd need 2 elves to get the really good untap. So we're going full jank mode. Lux here. Jang Yangu's getting a stick. Is it that good? I don't care. Possibly put it on the Kami. Honestly, Kami Whispered Groves is so good. Chicken tenders online. Snake tenders too. Flubs is going to be trying to storm off by playing like infinite lands in a turn. Maybe taking some extra turns. Wow, that's actually a really weird time to play Flubs. So they played this super early. They can play additional lands, but it means they'll be discarding, not drawing. Typically, you wait until your hand is like 1 card away from empty. Sure. Hinder thine hand. They put Vivid on the old printings in Arena because this is an Oracle text update for Bloom Tender. I have a Scouring Storm Soul over here. This is the Sandman, right? From Spider-Man? Yes. No, ain't blocking. Hard to block, though. Huh? Yeah. All right, I will start with Zimone. It's either that or Jang. Get her trigger. Boop, boop. Does he look like Thomas Hayden Church? Who's that? You expect upset comments because I didn't play Calendar on turn 1? It'll happen. I was just hoping for this. Also, but now I want this on that. Okay, hi Atali. Atali's gonna do big casting, which will cause them to discard and then draw. Sure, okay, so they got Stifle. So that's actually going to nowhere. Renin 6. Ah, Renin 6 is good at Moidarin. I will be able to rescue a card, though, if it's elf. I don't think I have any, like, use of that mana. Because I could have, I guess, used that. Put that back in my hand to play Jang. Not that that's that useful. Okay, so no, they went for the plus. They got another land because they want to keep going. But they have some big, scary bonkers out. They're still going. Calendar or Darksteel is the intended goal. I know, but I want to do Planeswalker stupidness. I'm going to be able to get so much mana next turn. Stop getting big at me. Storm Soul swinging in. Ain't blocking. Take the 9. Yeah, flubs can get silly. And I go for pretty much everything post-combat here. I will go for Vorinclex first, though. Get my counters. Sure. Okay, we want +1 and then double, +1 and then double. You could swing at Ren and 6, but I'm going to keep you back as a blocker. That is a no from me, dog. Okay, we want to untap target creature, return elf to hand.
It's a dog-eat-villain world out there.
The last game was a single turn. Yes. Okay, so that lets me tap you for the blue. I can make this, like, bigger and put it on stuff. Actually, I think I need to equip Jang here. I don't have a use of all this mana. Here, I'll adapt. Yeah, because I need to make sure I have blockers. Very nice, very nice. Great. I'll put a stop here so I can tap Vorinclex. See what flubs this turn. Oh, they're gonna get another land out from the graveyard. They got fetches. I'm fetching about fetches. And I could throw like Bloom Tender back in hand if I need another blocker on Kame. Kitty! PogChamp. Land gets doubled. They get big landfall. And they can flip a toy, but I can block. I can block very, very well. And I can double untap Zimone next turn as well. Yeah, that works. Eventually they'll run out of game actions. Maybe. They have that monastery. But they don't have attacks. So flop with 13 lands. I have 4 lands. But I have like 50 mana, so... Yeah, and if they can't kill me here, getting the double-double on Vorinclex with Zimone will be enough to kill them. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Tap you for mana? Yeah, because I can make this like 300 power. And it has big trample. Excellent work, excellent work. Gimli, Mournful Avenger, submitted by Samwise. Well, somebody's a Lord of the Rings fan. And they have sent me a card that is, it's a Gruul card that wants your own creatures to die because it gets indestructible and grows Gimli, then fights a creature. I feel like I built this deck at one point, and it was such a strange deck where it's like, yeah, this is Gruul aggro that, you know, occasionally gets these nice extra triggers. I see a lot of great Gruul cards in here, like Hugs and Phylath Pyrewood, and, of course, some ramp, so we can get into Gimli and start playing some sacrificables and sacrificing them to trigger Gimli. All right, Gimli, let's give you something to mourn by killing our own stuff. Imskir Iron Eater. Tasty. I've got 2 mini board wipes, something that will give me a creature that dies every turn, some boots to protect and give haste, and if they play small creatures, I will be able to destroy them, but this puts me in the weird spot where it's like, they usually don't have that many small creatures in Imskir. There's a few. I think that this is probably worth a mulligan, even though I have like a plant and I can kill my own plant. Nice. Keep this. And I'll just like chill with my Bloodstained Mire while they put out 1,000,000 artifacts, discount their commander, draw a bunch of cards, and then throw those artifacts at my face. Ooh, a Robber of the Rich next turn. Yes, I love Robber of the Rich. If they give me something to bolt, I'll bolt. Is there a Surveilland in this deck? There is not. Just a Stomping Grounds. Good enough. Because I went second, they have as many cards in hand as me. I think if I had used the Bolt last turn, that could have gotten me a crime. Oh, but wait, I think they're going to kill this. Doesn't matter. They pushed it to the limit. So far, no artifacts, though. You have another land? A bauble. Okay, so they missed a land drop here, but like that's okay, I feel, with Imskir. I don't think this is a Gimli turn. I think this is a War Boss turn. Let's see if this dies first. Because if they kill it before I go to combat, I get no Goblini. Nope, I get a Goblin. The Goblin has to attack. Die! Semblance Anvil. Gonna make some artifacts, I assume, cost less, so you can just spit them all out for free. Nice Semblance Anvil art. This is the Brothers War, like, sketchy art. Cool. Spell Bomb. Can't activate it. I'll bring out Gimli. We're going to teach a goblin a valuable lesson about life and love and violence and how to hit people in the face. I used to have a super fun standard deck using this guy. Mono red. It ain't easy being cheesy. I'm gonna bolt that Inspector once they cast a spell. Bam, kill it. Because otherwise they're getting a discount of 3 on their cards. I'll have an attacker. I love that this gives you different buffs if you have a dwarf or an elf. Hi, Imskir. Briber's Purse. I guess next turn, since they do have 2 mana up, they could kill something, and they could make something unable to attack or block. Schematic looking arts. Yeah, they're cool. No, McGimli! Ah. I think I'm still opening the doors of Durin, though. Because it's fun. Because it's fun and funny. And it could get me anything. It could get me a cool creature. Open the doors! Get on the floors! I don't think I attack with War Boss this turn. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Boom, boom. Okay, yeah, I'll attack with those 2 Garblinis. Nobody throws a dwarf. None of those were creatures. Put it in the bottom. Reveal! I tried. 5 Ifrit's Dominant. Yo, I love that card. Ooh, that's a Metalwork Colossus. They can straight up just yeet that at my face for 4 mana to deal 11 damage. And then bring it back and do it again. This time I got it. And this time, since Gimli's in play, we can let as many creatures as we want perish in battle. Everybody in! Teach this goblin a lesson. No. Oh my god, no! My boys! Yeah, I would need 3 creatures to die for this to get the fight. That's okay. At least he's indestructible. Doors of Durin Tragedy? Speak friend and enter. Except instead of speaking friend, they're just like, dirt, forest, woodland, woodland. Elves like woods, right? We did not speak friend and enter. At least Gimli's now big enough that I get a good discount on the henge. The doors were overgrown by trees. Yeah, the elves are no longer friends. Okay, Gimli can't block. They have 15... Oh, they have lethal. Well, maybe if I actually hit things on the doors. Good game, Imskier. Sorry, Gimli. I know you wanted to see more of your friends die. It would have made you so happy. Economic Hobo has submitted Vadrok. This is an infinite combo deck, which, according to their little primer, uses Sinister Reflection and Open the Omen Paths to conjure infinite copies of Vadrok for exponential mutate triggers with Double Team as a slow backup. I may not be able to pull that off in a single game, but we'll see what mutations we can cause with Vadrok, who will be giving us some recasts from the graveyard. Flubs the Fool is going to take a very, very, very long turn where they play a lot of lands. I have, Carrion Conqueror, Geist. I guess this is okay. I have something I can mutate onto. Something with Hexproof even. The Signet gets turned off by Clarion Conqueror, which is unfortunate, but I'll take it. And this is the, we bounce. Good boings. Good boings. It's like the flexible runaway together. It only works on critters. It's pretty good, though. Alright, Bristly Bill. That's their landfall. Would you like to play yet another land? Bet. Gotta get beat down by Bill. Oh, Scraps, you still purring? You think you could eat another treat now? There's your dinner plate, milady. Good girl. I'm gonna try to get the timing right. Putting this back into hand when they try to draw flubs. We're just doing this now so I don't die so much. Alright. Good girl. You ate a couple more. I'm proud of you, honey. I have to feed my cat as much as I can get her. My sweet honey bunny. They are able to activate Bill. Alright, they didn't go for something that comes in untapped. If I mutate with Vadrok, I can recast Paths of Two and Veil. I'm gonna use this up. But Stambo, thank you for the 35-month resub. And this will turn off my treasure, or turn off their treasure and my signet, which is why I tapped the signet there. And I'll just swing in, start my own clock. Yeah, I'll probably end up like just trading this in. Bye, Scraps. Thanks for eating. Here's Flubs. I assume playing a land. For the Flub Infinite. Just kidding. Oh, they realized they didn't have enough mana to cast a spell or play a land, and they just left. They're like, nope. I don't got it. No, you don't got it. Because you can't tap your treasure. Sun, with an extra N, has submitted Nissa, Resurgent Animist, with a whole bunch of extra elementals, which you will fetch on her second landfall. There's a lot of different fetch lands in this deck, so you're able to get some extra mana, and ideally, get yourself a big, scary elemental, or maybe an elemental that lets you keep getting more mana, or just cheat a Craterhoof Behemoth into play. Because Defense of the Heart is a legal card in this format. Alright, Nissa, let's see how much mana you can make and how many elementals you can play. Kefka, Court, Mage. I don't have a turn 1 play, but I do have a turn 2, kind of a bunch of different choices for ramp. I will keep this, and they will make me discard, and they will draw. Kefka's such a versatile commander. I've even seen, like, Kefka Reanimator a bunch of times now. Yeah, I like going Fanatic of Rona first, because it can't be tapped for mana right away, into these others. Nice. Or into the north, since I don't have a creature of power 4 or greater. Yeah, I'll do that. Schnoalen. Oh, I could save that for, like, getting the Nissa landfalls. Guardian Idol, they are ramping. Yeah, if they go for, like, a reanimate, we have endurance here. Stinky green shell. Dang it. I did not end up getting a land here, so I'll go for the Arcane Signet into Fanatic. And this is something that's power 4, in case I want to get the bonus on the Fanatic. Worn Power Set. Wow, you have so much ramp. Yep, this gets me what I want. So we're going to go Nissa, Cabaret Courtyard. We don't Nissa with the Missa. Nissa. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 Elemental. Got a Mossborn Hydra. That's cool and all, but so is getting even more lands. Invasion of Zendikar gets me 2 more. Land. Mana. Boop. Boop. Herd Heirloom. Herd. A Siege? Yeah, Siege is a subtype of battle. It's the only type that exists right now. That is, you play it, your opponent defends it. Okay, Nissa dies. That's okay, I ramped. I could play her again. Roaming Throne? For double Kefka triggers? You name human or wizard? Wizard? Well, I guess every good clown deserves a chair. Maximize mana. Tap you for 4. This Nykthos is also going off, which is sweet. That's an elemental for Nissa, I guess. Nissa. Landfall. And I'll use crop rotation to get like an automatic sacrificing land. I already have an auto sack in the graveyard. I'm gonna drop the Tangle Forahedron here. Unless there's something else I see here I really want. Ooh, Shifting Woodlands could actually be pretty sweet. Turn into stuff in the graveyard later. It's not gonna make the Hydra as big here, but... Okay. Bramble or Endurance. Yeah, because this is now online. What am I feeling? What am I aching for? This. I only have 1 card to discard, so the Kefka getting the double trigger is less impactful on me. I am one of the people who says Roaming Throne is a mistake. It is far too well statted for what it is, which is a generic doubler. I feel like if it were a 3/3 with no ward, nobody would complain about it. It's like, oh yeah, that's good, but it's not absurd. The way it is right now, this is kind of too good. All right, Shifting Woodlands, I guess could become Endurance. That's not very interesting. Am I just recasting this? Because I didn't get anything interesting here. I think I am. Yeah, like this is already stat-wise so strong. All right, and we're gonna go for an adventure, the fetch quest. Put cards in my graveyard. Shaper Sanctuary, Bristly Bill, Forgotten Ancient. If I do Fabled Passage, though, I get another creature, and I also get bigger and more Hydronious Hydras. I also see a potential line where you turn the Shifting Woodland into Fabled Passage and sacrifice it again. Because the power of 2 is the power of oh god, oh no, oh lord. Yeah, I think we have lethal off doing that. Swinging with everything. Nice. Yeah, Roaming Throne, I think, like, as a doubler, just should be worse in other aspects. Because right now, it's good. They probably don't even have many other wizards. It's just too good. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars Variety Hour, and thank you to everybody who submitted decks. If you're looking for the deck list I played in this video, there is a huge spreadsheet that's in the description of the video that you can just search for the user that submitted it or the commander, and you should be able to find it pretty easily, so you can check out the deck for yourself. These were all real fun, and I'm so happy that I get to play so many different decks, including decks that I probably wouldn't have a chance to play otherwise. This is also such a great reminder. Man, I need to brew Zimone. I feel like every time I would put this card on one of my polls, people were like, I don't want to see it. We got better +1/+1 counter stuff. And yes, I don't care though. She's awesome. Zimona's rad. And it's an excuse to get to play Millennium Calendar. Nice. Well, thank you all so much for watching. and brawls well that ends well.